Good afternoon, Grace Point Church. I'm just coming to you. This is Wednesday, August 5th. I wanted to talk to you about some of the things that are coming up in our ministry and kind of some of the things we're going to continue to do and kind of some of the things that we're thinking about doing. I know a lot is up in the air right now, and we don't have a lot of control over that. And so we're just going to try to do the best we can to keep offering services to our loved ones and to our church family. Keep trying to communicate with our church family. Keep trying to come together in certain ways with our church family. And so we're going to continue Sunday mornings with the outside service for as long as we can. I think we talked about that a couple of Sundays ago. We'll keep doing that as long as we can. And then when we can't do that anymore, probably we're going to have to move back inside or come up with something different after that, provided that we're allowed to do those things. So we'll keep our options open for this right now. We don't have any hard and fast plans, as some of those things are changing from week to week. I will remind you this week that the online giving is still available for you, that also there is in-person giving, whether that be at the office or on Sunday mornings. Richard has made a way for you to actually to give your gift and take care of those things. And remember, we're doing those for those missionaries that are out there in the world right now who do not have facilities. They do not have places to run to or places to hide, but yet are still out there preaching the gospel of Christ. So I want you to think about that for those guys that are in the field right now. It's just important that we keep giving. The other thing I wanted to remind you of was our adopt-a-room. Keep up with that. We have, even though we're not physically using those rooms, just make sure you check on the room that you have. And just basic cleaning, dusting, vacuuming, those things that become so precious to us later on as we just try to keep the building upkeep or the maintenance of the building. We keep it going in this time when we're not actually using the building. The last thing I wanted to talk about is this new program or new mission that we have, a local mission that we have. We're starting a group called Fragrance of Christ. And if you were with us last week in our teaching from 2 Corinthians 2, verses 14 through 17, God says that we have this ministry of reconciliation in chapter 5. He says that we are the fragrance of Christ in chapter 2, and that we are to go out into the world, right? To go out into the world and do this ministry of reconciliation, to be a fragrance of the knowledge of Christ to the world. And so we're calling the group actually Fragrance of Christ. And our first meeting is going to be this Tuesday, and it's going to be really at the Highway 12 Triangle is what I like to call it. That's the hillside terrace and the main street where they both meet there. There's a little triangle. We would like to do that. This meeting, everybody's invited. We will come together. We will sing. We will read scripture. We will make our presence known. We're going to do all those things safely. So make sure that you bring your mask. We still are going to social distance. Remember, we care about the world, but right now, the thing that we want to spread more than the virus is the gospel. And so that's just a big deal for us, and I want us to think about that. That'll be next Tuesday, will be our first meeting. That will be at 7 p.m. And like I said, at that Highway 12 Triangle, and Darla and anybody else who's associated with the office right now will be able to help you with more information on that. I thank you for our church family right now and the things that we're doing. You guys have been more than faithful, and I'm just praying for you that we keep going, that we just keep pushing forward, understanding that, you know what, God is in control of all of these things. We don't have to fret. All we have to do is be faithful. I was reading this morning in Luke 12, and he says, blessed are those whom the master finds waiting, right? Blessed are those whom the master finds waiting. He will reward them, right? And so that's what we want to do. We want to be waiting and diligent and busy until our master returns. I thank you for sitting and listening to our message today, and we'll talk to you again next week. Thank you.